Hey guys, this is Kim from the Star Chicks Designs. Tonight I'm actually going to be creating a tumbler. This tumbler has a little raccoon that's on the front of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our sheet of sublimation paper. This I had got off of Creative Fabrica. This is one of my designs that I used just the raccoon from. And then I went into Canva and I put the plaid background to it. Once I was done with that, I printed it off, and now what I'm doing is actually fitting it to the tumbler to make sure that it fits all the way around. Sometimes when I do the tumblers, they're a little bit harder because you've got to slice off about an inch, maybe a quarter of an inch to the sides of it in order for it to fit around the tumbler. So it does take several times to do. So matching at the seam seems to be a little bit harder. So that's why I'm constantly taking the paper and slicing off maybe a quarter of an inch every single time, just to get that perfect little seam. When you you can put the paper on your desk and roll it up from side to side to see if it fits that way, or you can stand your tumbler up. It just depends on how that you would like to do it. It's just matching the seams up seems to be a little bit harder. I don't think that there really is a good way in order to match the seams up perfectly. I think it's, you just have to try to get it as close as you can. But I really love these little tumblers. They're actually from the Hippo. I've got them off of Amazon. And the paper is also from Hippo. And it's a really, really good sublimation paper. So I'll leave that link down there below in case you want to pick up some of that. These tumblers are actually going on my website on thisdarnchicks.com. So you can actually find that on Google. I will be putting my link up there. Right now I'm just trying to get ready for the season because we do have, the fall coming up. Halloween will be here before we know it. So getting my tumblers ready is really important to put on my website. And also I usually take these and just put them in my salon, and I get a lot of people wanting to buy them. I also have it on Mercari. So these are, places that you could actually go and look for them. Right now what I'm doing is pulling down the tops of the tumbler. I'm kind of bending it over and putting the heat tape around the top of it. So if you see that there, just trying to secure that heat tape in there for you. And then I usually put it down the middle as much as I can. I try to seal that up as much as I can, just so we don't have any gaps down the middle or the top or bottom parts of it. The heat tape that I use usually is by Cricut. This one right here that I've gotten, I believe it is by the Sister one. So you can use whatever heat tape that you think that's going to basically work for you. The next thing that I usually do is I will put a sleeve over top of it. That sleeve will help keep the heat in when we are actually applying it, applying the heat to the actual tumbler itself. I usually cut around the bottoms of it just to try to get any extra off that we need, just because you always have just those little pieces of paper there. And then I'll go ahead and just put some tape over that too once I get it kind of trimmed down a little bit more. It's good to put as much heat tape as you can on all your seams, because you don't want a gap with any of this, because if you get a gap, then it's going to mess up your design. So try to put as much heat tape on there as possible. Sorry, I got a little bit of a cold tonight, just trying to get through this. But put as much as you can on there. You really want to try to seal it as much as possible. Once you're done and you put it in with the sleeve, then you're going to want to put it in your press for 375, and this is how it comes out. I think that these tumblers come out great. I think they're actually very vibrant and very pretty. I love the colors. Thank you for watching.